any fine goods.
Be gone, foul creature!
Here comes the
We don't
champion,
have time for
just
your
in
games.
time, as always.
Mortals are always so amusing. I offer information, aid for your
We have
quest.
come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. A Dremora army guards the walls of the citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can use the guild halls inside to launch a surprise attack, find a way inside, and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know a secret tunnel that leads into the hall, but we'll be trapped inside until the wards are deactivated. Time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. They could be activated to protect guild halls in times of trouble. Once set, the only way in or out of the hall was through the secret passageways. The ward key is decorated with arcane runes that can unbind the defenses and deactivate the wards. It should be near the guild hall. Find the key and
Little mortal. While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your right to the point. How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any... Never look a gift Daedroth in the maw, little mortal. I offer information, nothing more. The warded building you seek is near the main. And so, the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Ayleid King wants you to find a hidden key. How amusing. The little mortal suspects a trap. You are wise to fear the duplicity of Dremora, but I assure you that you are safe enough. Illusions hide this area from the... And so, death, most likely. The kin that guard this citadel will try to kill you. It's generally what we do. Technically, I am helping you, not them. But this constant desire to know the why of things grows tiresome. I don't want to confuse you. The look on your face, how precious. You are dismayed. Why should this truth upset you? You benefit from my...
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora while you go to the upper city. For the mages to utilize their guild hall's portal, you need to get it working. Find the 4 portal stones and...
The gates again. We've got to stop them.
Did it again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel. But we need someone to storm the Pyramid stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here. Your curiosity knows no bounds. Very well, ask away. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold. It's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the planar vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair. As far as I can tell, he's a trusted servant of Molag Bal. Not only does he command the forces of this citadel, but he also has access to the Dark Lord himself.
those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal. I told you that you'd need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood will open it. I am your key to Valkanaz Saris. You are my key to vengeance. That I cannot do, little mortal. If the Valkanaz is banished by my hand, I will lose honor and standing. If you kill him, however, I remain true to my word. And Saris abides in the darkness with my lost clan until 콜드하버 allows him to return. The way is open. Destroy Saris, painfully. He deserves whatever horrors you decide to inflict upon him.
Jode's bones! What is that thing?
Was not in my hand. His end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the labyrinth key, with my thanks.
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push, but we're finished if we can't get inside. How odd that the Dremora aided us against her kin and Molag Bal. She must have had a powerful thirst for vengeance. Anyway, it appears as if we are once again in your debt. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We want you to get in there and open the labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow after you.
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not... Of course. We've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line. You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a...
Win or lose, it's been an honor to...
The Mages Guild stands ready. The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here. Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close them. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this. Me? Really? I'd be honored. But I think you'd be better served with a fighter type right now. I'm sure we'll meet up somewhere along the way, though. I won't let the people of Nirn down. After you disable the reinforcement portal, I'll try to catch up with you before you enter the labyrinth. We'll stop this plane.
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? Me neither. But this could come.
Let's tear this coward apart. Let's make Molag...
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be...
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? I've dreamed of this moment. Seriously, I always knew I'd end up fighting to save the world in Coldharbor. I mean, you were a beautiful warrior with flowing red hair and an ample... Well, no offense. But otherwise, this is just like... My lady, I'll fight by your side and follow you to the end of the world. And I mean that quite literally. Now go tell the old man we're ready. And just so you know, I really did dream about this moment.
Our forces have gathered and are ready.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. When you're ready, I'll give you final instructions and we can begin our final assault. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission. Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. Darian the Brave joins you on your first assault. Allow his courage to be your beacon in the darkness. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands.
That portal up there is our final destination? Doesn't seem too far. There is an entire army of Daedra between here and there, but it's not too far at all.
stand by you, champion.
Portal up there is our final destination? Doesn't seem too far. There is an entire army of Daedra between here and there, but it's not too far at all.
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Molag Bal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault. Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Molag Bal's minions busy, you need... Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Molag Bal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating.
I recognize these devices. I've researched them, even written reports about them. Never saw one in person, though. They are marvelous to behold. I have a notion. It involves the large metal tubes on the walls. According to my research, they resemble a Daedric device that requires a source of power to operate. But as you can plainly see, no power flows through them at the moment. A fair assumption. Do you see the small openings near each of the tubes? If we can figure out how to move these icy flames over to them, that should...
Listen to this, Cureth. Reach out and touch a brazier to draw forth the fire and launch it in the direction of your choosing. How fast? This book. I think it references this device. If I'm reading this correctly, and of course I'm reading this correctly, then these flames can be used to power the mechanism that opens the gates. Frank, simply touch the Daedric fire. For a short time, the power of the flame will transfer to you, much like any conjuration spell. It can then be launched in any...
Do you think Molag Bal actually reads?
almost there. A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. The others follow us. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. There has to be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! Come on! We need to find a way out of here! I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. Open. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud! Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is fought. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. Far too many. Hanan was caught by surprise and wiped out, along with a large number of Fighters Guild soldiers. King Dinar's group was also ambushed, but he managed to fight his way out of it. Thank Cadwell for that small favor. I'm not sure how he does it, but I think he's grown so attached to 콜드하버 that he's actually become part of it. Unfortunately, he can only teleport one other person at a time, and it is a lengthy process. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you.
You didn't think we forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack!
Leave it to an Altman to grasp our power and sow disaster.
Heal me!
We need to get moving. They would be a force to be reckoned with under the banner of the Mages Guild.
perform better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in 콜드하버. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not... Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and 콜드하버 churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld, and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. Greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come, we have the... You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. You mortals only see life as precious because it ends. Take it from a god. You'll never know how fortunate you are. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue. Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many chances. I don't believe in luck.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. Damn right I'm determined, and more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the... I think we can. I hope we can. All I know...
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. Great. But how do we get out of here once the light explodes? That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. I've lost friends. People I looked up to. Yes, I do. People died so we could get this far. I owe them to see this through. My brother, you better not let us down, you hear me? Do what you need to do, and we'll do the same. Just like running through a dungeon back home in Deshan.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians or delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about why waste words when I can simply show you. Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, with a blinding light. Brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated. And I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. I'm alive, which is more than I can say for a lot of the soldiers out there.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn, after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. There wasn't. And I believe it too. You showed me that there was more to... We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many. It's better to die fighting for what you believe. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
I thought for sure we were done with all this. I followed the others through the portal, and now look what I've gotten involved with. As I said, I thought we were finished. I figured that Vanis opened a portal to send us back home. Imagine my consternation. I think not. I may not be a mighty warrior or a powerful mage, but I am a genius and a master.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. Cruel tyrants and conquerors, who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but gathered. That is a reason I am the last king of the Aelids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend. Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of 콜드하버. Like, concerned about what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane mill. Well, that'd just be disgusting, wouldn't it? You know where honey comes from? It's regurgitated flower nectar. Oh, very well. I accept your challenge.
Speak to your friends. For these moments, maybe. The Lord of Brutality. Meridia's light must be again. I remind. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly. We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows we're here.
I grow weary of your games, Meridia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
We're running out of time. I'll make sure these anchors are destroyed. You have to keep moving. Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
I'm sticking with her, my friend. Gabrielle and me, we've been through a lot. I'm not going to leave her alone.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in place.
The light approaches. It brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light approaches. He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will destroy
Our Father has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe that light can destroy my faith, Elf? These things haven't allowed this. She is more foolish than I thought. Most curious. This light powers you somehow. How sad. Meridia, you were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching a hero
Merely fetching
die.
those who would stand against you.
I'm tired of this game. Now you shall die.
Get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that
past back. Let's make them remember it.
My shield can't withstand much more of this.
Almost! There!
I can feel it, Vanus. We can beat this. We can. Marion, behind you!
Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. It's under control.
To hurry! We can't hold them back much longer.
The light is ready. Quickly, release it.
Darian! Get back here! Darian!
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are immortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be a... For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare.
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darian and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nern is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nern from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nern. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my way.
How many did we lose today? I can't even count. I fear going back home. How can you ask me that after what we've been through? Darien, the king. I don't know. He wasn't here when we arrived. I didn't see him. When the light erupted, Vanus, Dinar, and I appeared here.
We will honor the Iliad king for his sacrifice this day. We will honor... I'm still trying to work that out myself. When you touched the light, you erupted in holy flame. We thought we had lost you, truth be told. I've never seen I don't know. Anyone not in the vortex should have been protected from the blast. But I have no way to know if they survived the actual assault. As am I, my friend. As am I.
The hour has arrived, Visage. The final confrontation with the god of schemes is at hand. The 5 companions gather at the harborage. Meet us there.